Surprise, everyone.
Objection!
We're back. Yes, Apollo Justice Trilogy. Very exciting, very exciting. Let's hop in. Who's a game? Turnabout Time Traveler. It's one of the last few times we'll be in court as Phoenix Wright. Oh. In the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. We already had our last moments with Apollo. Now it's our last moments with Phoenix. Not even Athena, because screw Athena, I guess. Right, we were in the defendant lobby, number 3. We were in a recess. Wow, it's been a while since I've had this much fun and excitement. A face-off against Mr. Edgeworth, a harrowing tightrope walk for the defense. Whew, I'm exhausted already. Athena? She's like the only one here that would call us boss. Boss! Yep. I'm here for moral support. Athena, are you all done practicing for Trucy's magic show? Well, to be perfectly honest, I sorta ran away. Wait, are we actually gonna get some last moments with Athena in court? Because we need it. But that's because she was putting my life in danger, I tell you. I see. I think I'll need to have a one-on-one with her. You're really athletic and fit, Athena, so Trucy probably thinks she can run you ragged. That may be true. Which is why not even Trucy can keep up with me when I run at full speed. Is that Trucy? What, did she magic herself here? Ha! Looks like you spoke too soon, Athena. Never underestimate the resourcefulness of a great magician. 100% Trucy. Twitch is being a little weird, trying to resub, but it won't let me. It just says it'll be available on the 27th. But Twitch, it is the 27th. What? No. Huh? Magical girl Trucy Wright is on the scene. Oh, Trucy, my sweet girl, my sweet angel. No! Now, Athena, it's time to practice human combustion magic. Oh, here I was. So wrong of me for thinking that maybe we'd get some last moments with Athena in court before the end of this trilogy. No, no, no. Thanks, Truce. Go on, douse yourself in this gasoline. Oh my god, Trucy. Trucy's actually... This is actually just Trucy taking out her anger. Because she's pissed Apollo's gone. But don't worry, it's a magic trick after all, so it's perfectly safe. Run away! Hey, you! You're not getting off that easily. They get along so well, don't they? It reminds me of the good old days. You, me, and Pearly. Oh, and Detective Gumshoe. Can't forget him. Oh, Detective Gumshoe mentioned. Let's go. Gumshoe mentioned. It's been so long since they've even said his name. Oh. We had all kinds of fun at the crime scenes back then, remember? Maya, that should never be a sentence anyone says. No one should be having fun at crime scenes. In any circumstances. Leaving me to do all the serious investigating, as I recall. Court will be back in session, Mr. Wright. Right, thank you. So Larry's the next witness, right? I can't wait to see what happens. Sadly, I can already imagine it. I'm sure it's gonna go great. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Larry. Court will now reconvene. Nick, Edgy, the two of you are gonna hang me out to dry, aren't you? No, not the both of us. Just Mr. Wright. Damn, putting all the blame on me. Is it because I made those comments about the flowers? Nick, how could you? I don't really think he did it, of course, but I've got to use whatever leads I can. Larry, I can't believe you murdered that guy. Mr. Butts, there's a possibility you moved the lantern that had the dead body in it. So if you want to clear yourself of any suspicion, all you have to do is testify. Ugh, Larry, you're gonna make this difficult, aren't you? Now then, your testimony, please, witness. Wait, hold on, Larry, that's not a proper testimony title. What do you mean Nick is a jerk face? Wait, hold on, that's not what you're supposed to be testifying about. Nick, you big fat stinking jerk! How can you doubt your best bud? We've known each other since elementary school. Well, get this, pal. Our friendship's over. Oh my god. That's it? That's it? That's the... Make him retestify, Judge. That's not a testimony. I love that. This Maya sprite in 3D is so good. I love it. Well, go ahead, Mr. Wright. He's all yours. Really? Really? Why me? You're the one who called him to the stand, so he's your responsibility. Thanks, old chum. Can't any of you show me a little respect? Even just a shred? You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Let me guess, the friendship's over for 5 minutes. I would if there was any testimony to cross-examine. Alright. Oh, look at that! Awesome. Objection. You're the big fat stinking jerk. Come on, Larry. Can't you please give me something real to work with? Don't think I don't know about your tricks. If I say something careless, you're gonna show me some evidence that... You're gonna shove some evidence at me with a loud... Objection! And a super smug look on your face. Yeah, well, that is my job. And if I get found guilty, how are you gonna take responsibility for what you've done? Why should I take responsibility for just doing my job? You heartless jerk! Don't you have any compassion for me? Oh, Larry. How can you doubt your best bud? We've known each other since elementary school. I'm sorry, Mr. Butts, but if it wasn't Miss Wyatt that entered the hold without card, then you're the most likely suspect. Nick, are you seriously doubting the innocence of your old childhood friend? Well, technically, yes. But it isn't personal, I assure you. Oh, a true friend will believe in me no matter what. Can't you see my tears? Don't they mean anything to you? Nick! You don't really think you could cry your way out of this, do you? I love how poetic it is that Larry was the first defendant Phoenix ever defended. And now he's sitting here blaming him, not convincingly blaming him, but like blaming him for being a part of this murder in some way or another. It's so poetic. Okay, fine. In that case, Well, get this, pal. Our friendship's over.
No.
Larry, listen to me. Shut up! I'm not talking to you anymore. This is getting us nowhere. Oh. Come off it, Larry. Oh. If you don't quit fooling around and start testifying, Miss Wyatt will be found guilty. For real? If no new information comes out of this cross-examination, then yes, Mr. Butts. For real. Not that I would have a problem with that myself. Oh, shut up, Edgeworth. Larry, just tell us the truth already. Did you or didn't you go into the hold and move a lantern up to the reception hall? I never moved any bull lantern, I tell ya. Bull lantern? Oh, did he move the cow? Oh. Hey, there you go. Thank you for this sub. 14 months with Prime. Let's go, PogChamp. Bull lantern? What? Did I say something weird? You told me that you didn't attend the wedding reception. Oh. Okay. He shouldn't have known what the lanterns looked like at all. Okay. Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. For a game called Minecraft, breaking blocks is damn annoying. Isn't that real? It is annoying. Yeah, so what? Then that's odd. No one in this courtroom ever mentioned the sex of the lantern that was moved. So how could you know that it was a bull lantern? Is Larry the one that made the bulls gay? Because good for him. Good for him. He's like, I'm tired of this heteronormativity. And he got rid of the cow lantern and replaced it with another bull. Larry's like, I'm an ally. You didn't have to actually go to the reception to know that. Anyone could tell there were two Pegabulls by looking at the Flying Chapel's pamphlet. No, you can't. That's literally not true. Larry, #1 ally. He's tired of it. He's tired of the heteronormativity. All I can tell right now is that there's a strong scent of bull in the air here. That's a good one, Phoenix. That's hilarious. You're a funny guy. Please add that last statement to your testimony, Mr. Butts. Anyone could tell there were two Pegabulls by looking at the Flying Chapel's pamphlet. Yeah.
Objection!
Oh. So, so sorry. I did not... I look at my phone for just a second because I get a notification. And I accidentally... What did I even present? My badge? Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry. Please. I'm so sorry. Would you care to tell this court what % sure you are of your claim? I meant to... Why, of course. I'm 100... Well, 90? Wait, maybe 80-ish? Would you accept 50%? Mr. Wright, I won't have such half-hearted bluffing in my courtroom. Your Honor. Might I recommend that the defense be penalized with 100% severity? Oh, I intend to, Mr. Edgeworth. You can be sure of that. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. That was my bad. I accidentally hit triangle. Yeah. Guess I can't say I deserved 0% of that. Yeah. Okay. Pamphlet.
Objection!
There we go. I want you to take a look at this, Mr. Butts. Because unfortunately for you, the pamphlet clearly shows a pega cow and a pega bull in their example diagram of the reception hall. Huh? But on that day, instead of putting a pega cow and a pega bull out for the bride and groom, there were... I can't believe how oh my god. There were 2 male pega bulls on display. Now, Larry, what do you have to say about 2 male pega bulls? Yeah. I was just supporting my friends, man. Yet somehow you knew there were 2 pega bulls in the reception hall that day. There's only one way you know something like that, Larry. It was you who moved the pega bull to the reception hall, wasn't it? No. Larry, you didn't. Mr. Butts, did you move the lantern containing the victim's body to the reception hall? Matt just asked me to give him a nuke. Well, give him a nuke. Come on. Hand it over. As the lore master, I allow Matthew 149 to have as many nukes as he'd like. Yes. That's what it looks like. What? Yes. Wait, Nick! How I'm meant to make Korean village if it takes 1 billion hours to mine out an area. True. Give him the nukes. I vouch for the nukes. Wait, Nick! You don't think I'm the murderer, do you?
Maybe you and Mr. Gloomsbury were fighting over Miss Wyatt and you ended up killing him?
Maya! Not you too! Look, I did sneak into the reception, but that's as far as it went. You know me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. You snuck into the reception? Yeah, sure, but some of the Sprocket men caught and locked me up in one of the cabins. It was pretty awful, actually. But that's when I made the drawing of the pterodactyl I showed you, Nick. Edward's getting, like, war flashbacks. He's like, oh god, please don't let Larry's drawing be evidence again. I can't handle this a second time. Ixnay on the Aerodactyl Pate, Larry. Mr. Wright, not even you would take this farce that far, would you? We are talking about Larry. What do I do? Do I accuse Larry of being the true culprit? No, it's not Larry, but it would be. It would be kind of funny. But no, it's no. No, you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Butts didn't have a reason to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. What? What? 2 whole letters got deleted from that mess. He might have had an imaginary reason to kill Soren Sprocket, sure, but not Mr. Gloomsbury.
After all, he did steal Mr. Sprocket's bride and try to elope with her.
Maya. Maya. Maybe don't say that out loud right now, Maya. Just because I tried to steal somebody's bride doesn't make me a murderer! I believe you, Larry. And I don't think you killed anybody either. You would never do anything like that. Nick, old buddy, old pal. I knew you'd come through for me. Funny that, considering your sworn testimony just now, that we were through. Under oath, Larry! Under oath! That means you committed perjury. Mr. Butts, it's time you told this court the whole truth. Understand?
Witness testimony.
I told you it would only have been 5 minutes. Moving the lantern. It's just like Nick said. I'm the one who moved the lantern. I was poking around the reception hall before the main event and saw a lantern was broken. There was a note on it that said, "Exchange was the one in the hold. Ellen." Oh, so Ellen wanted them to be gay. Got it. Also, this is going to go very badly for us. Because it's going to put more blame on Ellen. So I decided to do Ellie a favor. So you switched the lanterns before the reception, did you? Then that means the victim really was killed before the reception. The lantern in which the victim's body was found, Larry wheeled it from the hold to the reception hall before the reception began. Is it her handwriting, though? No idea. It would appear that Mr. Butts completely fell for the defendant's scheme. Scheme? What scheme? This note from the defendant, exchanged with the one in the hold, Ellen. Mr. Butts moved the lantern with the body in it up to the reception hall because of this note, and thus he has become a suspect in Mr. Gloomsbury's murder. Ooh, that second lantern did feel pretty heavy. Does she have a twin with the same fingerprints? No, Matt. Twins have different fingerprints. Duh. But I never would have thought there was a dead body in it. What? Yeah. What was a note like that doing in a lantern in the first place? Oh. You've got it all wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. I left that note for myself. It was simply a reminder because I could be very forgetful.
Objection!
Oh, objection. You're starting to sound like Von Karma with your old age, Edgeworth. It's not a good look. What a sorry excuse, Miss Wyatt. The prosecution contends that this note shows one facet of the defendant's murderous plan. You cannot be saying that. And you, Mr. Butts, you played right into Miss Wyatt's hands. No way, Edgy! I don't believe it!
Objection!
Do you still really believe Miss Wyatt to be the culprit, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course. My stance on the matter remains unchanged. If you think I'm wrong, then prove it with your cross-examination. Gladly. I'll get ya. I'll get ya. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
You may cross-examine.
Alright, let's just start pressing. Just like Nick said, I'm the one who moved the lantern.
Hold it.
Hold it!
Plot twist, Manfred has been alive this entire time. Edward has been dead since the second game. Manfred hypnotized him, forced him to wear a very lifelike disguise of him, and need to wear a very lifelike disguise of Edward for 13 years. Yes, that explains it. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? Because I knew you guys were gonna be suspicious of me, that's why! We're suspicious of you now because you tried to hide it. My thoughts exactly. Well, now I've told you, happy? So how about letting me go? No, not yet. We need you to stick around to sort a few things out. Fine. I was bugging on the reception hall.
Hold it!
The lantern you swapped out was a female Pegamoo, a Pegacow, right? Yeah, I guess. Why did you replace a female lantern with... Please, Larry. Phoenix is having a crisis about this. You need to answer him. This has been bothering him for days, Larry. He doesn't understand. Why did you replace a female lantern with a male one? Because I was too busy trying not to get caught. Gay people, Phoenix. I didn't have time to check for little details like that. If you didn't want to get caught, you could have just left well enough alone, you know. You of all people should know. Whatever. Anyway, when I took a look at the broken lantern, I saw... Blah, 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 blah. And there was a note on it that said, exchange with the one in the hole.
Hold it!
That note wasn't addressed to you, was it? Well, I guess not, but... How could I let my dear sweet Ellie do all that hard physical labor on her own? It's precisely that thought process that constantly gets you in trouble, Larry. Besides, that's my big chance to show her how much I cared about her. So I decided to do Ellie a favor. What was the... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, what was the favor? It was exchanging the lanterns, yes. Nobody saw you the whole time while you were switching the lanterns? Nope. I didn't get caught. Not that time, anyway. Not that time? Yeah, when I tried to sneak into the reception hall the first time. Okay. This photo was drawn like it was taken from an animated cutscene. Please, I need to see the animated cutscene. I didn't have as much luck. Those sprocket guys spotted me and nabbed me. All of my words are failing me right now. Pretty exciting, don't you think? Larry, you need help. And then they locked me up in one of the cabins. Nick, what are you asking about stuff like this for anyway? Shouldn't you be trying to prove Ellie's innocence? Well, is that statement of his important to the case? I'm assuming. Mr. Butt's trying to crash the reception and subsequently getting locked up in a cabin. I believe these might be important facts in this case, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please add that statement to your testimony. I tried to sneak into the reception hall, but I got caught and locked up in a cabin.
Hold it!
So, you got locked up? Then what happened? I broke out. Okay, Larry. Then I started looking for Ellie and wandered into the reception hall again. That's when I saw the broken lantern and replaced it. Even after they caught you and locked you up, you still went looking for Miss Wyatt? But, hold on a minute.
What is it, Nick?
Maya, doesn't something seem weird to you? Larry is saying he replaced the lantern after he broke out of the cabin.
That's right. Oh, wait.
Huh?
You're right. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Mr. Wright, have you found an inconsistency in the witness's statement? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. Mr. Butts moved the lantern after he broke out of the cabin, but that contradicts with this. Okay. The lantern in which the victim's body was found, Larry wheeled it from the hole to the reception hall before the reception began.
Take that!
Okay. Is that... Yes, it's the broken lantern, Your Honor. Mr. Butts, what you're saying doesn't make any sense at all. What? Why not? You swapped the lanterns before the reception began, right? Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? But you also just said you swapped the lanterns after you got locked up in a cabin for trying to sneak into the reception. In other words, you're saying you swapped the lanterns both before the reception and after the reception took place. Yeah, Phoenix, it's called time travel. That certainly doesn't make any sense, does it? Nick, tell them about the pterodactyl. Mr. Butts, did you swap the lanterns before or after the reception? Time travel. Which was it? Before or after? There's a world of difference between the two. Well, Mr. Butts? I guess I can't expect guys like you to understand. In a nutshell, it was both before and after the reception. It's called time travel, Nick. Get it right. What? I tried to sneak into the first reception and got locked up. The first reception? Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. Then, through the power of Ellie's pendant, time got rewound and we went back to the time before the reception. It was after that when I replaced the lantern. So it was both before the reception and after the reception. Get it? We went back in time to before the reception. So of course the reception would take place one more time after that, right? That's why what I said makes perfect sense. Oh boy, oh boy. Larry. Mr. Wright, what in the world is the witness talking about? Wait, what part of it was only family and friends? The reception. They don't work out because people keep dying. I'm not surprised that Larry's relationships never work out. They don't work out because people keep dying. Has he developed some sort of intellectual ailment that I'm not aware of since I last saw... oh my god. Edgeworth, why do you talk like this? Has he developed some sort of intellectual ailment I'm not aware of since I saw him last? Well... None of the sprockets seem to remember the time skip, but I do. And Ellie remembers it too. I think the power of our love for each other made that miracle happen. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but could you please translate this man's gibberish so the rest of us can understand? So now I have to be the one to explain about the whole... Is this correct grammar? This feels like wrong. So now I have to be the one to explain about the whole time travel thing? Yeah, that feels grammatically wrong. Go on, Nick. I know you can do it.
Looks like you don't have much choice, Nick. Okay.
To heck with it. I can't lose any more of my dignity today anyway. The defendant, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has told the defense the following strange story. She said that after the reception ended, she was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. That's correct grammar. It just feels wrong, doesn't it? It felt weird. She claims that as she was being assaulted, she made a wish upon her pendant. Please take me back to that blissful moment. Questioning emphasis on the I and keep the vibe for the rest of the sentence. Best way I can make it sound correct in text. In doing so, time apparently rewound itself to just before the reception began. It what? I know it's hard to believe, but think about it this way. Through the power of the pendant, both Ellen Wyatt and Larry Butts experienced time travel. Phoenix, honey. What? What?
Objection!
What absolute rubbish. Mr. Wright, I've heard my fair share of your nonsense over the years, but this takes the cake. Have you thoroughly lost your mind?
Objection!
But this is simply the conclusion I came to, using that logic ability you love so much. Everyone knows logic is a superpower, Miles Edgeworth. Miles turns to the camera and he's like, ah yes, my logic ability, which you can see live September 6, 2024, when Miles Edgeworth Investigations Collection releases on all platforms. No, he hasn't. This does not take the cake. You can see my logic in action. What? You know about my superpower of logic? The truth of the matter is, the future president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket, has been researching time machines. I can't believe how ham Phoenix is going on this. Gamers, I'm gonna BRB. I'll be right back in just a minute. Wait, did Phoenix just claim that time travel is the only explanation with logic as his reason? Yes, because logic's a superpower and only Miles Edgeworth has it. I accidentally skipped to the next dialogue while I was trying to pause it. Sorry. It's okay. You didn't miss anything. I'll be right back. Hi gamers, I'm back. So what if a time machine has already been successfully created? And what if that's one of Sprocket Aviation's top secret inventions? Hoorah! A time machine? Yeah, I even saw something while we were time traveling. Don't mention the pterodactyl. God, do not mention the pterodactyl. I saw a pterodactyl flying through the sky. Maybe the airship was set to travel through time for their honeymoon trip? What? A pterodactyl?
Objection!
You can't possibly have any evidence to back up your ridiculous time travel story. Well, as I thought. In any case, I now have the evidence to prove that you're no more intelligent than Larry. Oh. Not so fast now, Edgy. I'm not the same old Larry you used to know. Oh. You want evidence? I've got your evidence right here. This is a photo I secretly took of the first reception. What? What? Larry, I can't believe you. Well, anyway, good job. If we compare the photos of the first and second receptions and find a difference, then we'll be able to prove that the reception was held twice. But do you really think such a difference exists? Oh, Larry did something. Oh my god, I'm geeking. Yes, Your Honor. I just need some time to find it for you. This is preposterous. I can't believe we're proving time travel to be real. This is hilarious. Yeah, in history classes. Now, children, let's review the Wyatt v. State case. In which famous defense attorney Phoenix Wright proved the existence of time travel. Very well. Please show the court what's different then. This is proof positive that the wedding reception was held twice. Okay, let's look at the first one. Oh, not that one. Oh. The bouquets are different. Maybe they're magic color changing bouquets? Also, look at this guy's face. Larry Butts hailed as a hero. Trying to see if this photo proves anything else aside from just the bouquets are different colors. The girl looking fine though. That guy looking evil.
Take that!
Please direct your attention to Miss Wyatt's bouquet of flowers. In the photo one of her in-laws took, the defendant is holding a yellow bouquet. But in the photo Mr. Butts took, she is holding a red bouquet. You're right. That's impossible. To be fair, if this was an actual court of law, they'd be like, what if they're like, you know, they're just flowers that change colors? What if they're like mechanical flowers that swap color? Like, this doesn't prove anything. Two photographs that could easily be photoshopped to change the color. Like, this does not prove time travel. I'm so sorry. What does this mean? It does actually as a pro quarter in many ways, in every sense of the word. It means the defendant really did experience 2 wedding receptions, which is not unusual. Has Phoenix never been invited to a wedding? They have practice receptions. It's like not that unusual. It does prove time travel. And she did that when she traveled back through time. What? It's ridiculous. I love it. I love it so much. What a silly case. Nick, you did it! You proved Ellen's time travel story to be real. Okay. The practice receptions don't have like all the guests and stuff, do they? Not usually, but who knows? They're rich people. They could have filled it up with all their maids and stuff as the practice guests. You never know. You never know. Wait, they have practice receptions? Yes, they have practice receptions. So they know what to do. Even I knew that. Yeah, I can hardly believe it myself. It's just as Ellen said, the reception was held twice. This turns every assumption we've based this trial on upside down.
Objection!
I refuse to accept such a ludicrous argument. It is pure fiction under the guise of pseudoscience at best. Yeah, Edgeworth, that's fine. There is simply no such thing as time travel. I know it's hard, but can't you suspend your disbelief for 1 nanosecond, Edgeworth?
I bet sci-fi movies push all your buttons the wrong way, don't they, Mr. Edgeworth? I can totally picture you yelling, "That never happened," every 5 seconds at the screen.
That's so real, he so would.
Maybe you should stay away from movie dates altogether.
Why they're going ham about Edgeworth going on dates, and that's so funny. Like, wow, Edgeworth, you never get your dates flowers? Wow, Edgeworth, you should never go to the movies on your dates. Like, they're really, like, not letting him sit still for just a moment. They're just going ham. Edgeworth comments on how hypotheticals are unrealistic and wouldn't happen. That's neither here nor there. Oh, he so does it. He so does it. She clocked him. She read him like a book. This is just the ploy to get Phoenix more flowers and more restaurant dates. Maya's wingmanning so hard right now. They're like, yeah, Edgeworth, maybe you should take him to the restaurant more, and you should get him flowers. I heard he likes those, okay? That's the real reason. That's the real subtext. You're so right. This is real life we're talking about. What about the movie dates, Edgeworth? You didn't comment on that? But the proof is clearly shown in the 2 photographs. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how Fine. I'll entertain your absurd delusion. If only to demolish it before your very eyes. What? Let's start with this then, shall we? There is one thing your time travel theory fails to explain. Edgeworth is all like, babe, sit down, it's time for a monthly Blue Planet marathon. And that is the memories of the other guests there. Plot twist, this entire trial isn't even a real one. Phoenix, Maya, the judge, and Larry Center set this up beforehand, and only us and Edgeworth think it's real. Even Ellen. That's why it's wedding themed. They're like trying to like drive it home into Edgeworth's head. It's like, wow, Edgeworth, look at this wedding. Isn't this nice? Wow. Look at all these wedding photos, Edgeworth. And we added a bit of murder. Because we know how much you love that. The defendant and Larry remember the reception occurring twice. But no member of the Sprocket family has even mentioned such a thing. We've literally
Objection!
Oh. Excuse me, Edgeworth, can you stop Oh my god. That's because the time machine is classified technology. I'm not done, you bird brain. He is angry. But bird brain? Do you remember what this game is? They would not have to dig up Edgeworth's dad to invite him to a wedding. They just have to call one of their many spirit medium friends. Misty Faye has channeled Gregory Edgeworth before. That was like the Detail 6 incident. As I was saying, if the entire family had been sworn to secrecy, then why hadn't they sworn the woman who was marrying into the family to secrecy too? OMG, I saw something about that recently. It was like one of those trauma sweet salads. And someone just described DL6. That's incredible. That's a good point. Honestly, all it takes is a little common sense, Mr. Wright. Even still, how do we know that the trip through time did not really occur? There is proof in the photos that it did. And besides, if time travel doesn't exist, well, I'd be a little disappointed, frankly. I was hoping to go back to the days of my youth. Oh, Judge. They're all actors in one of those fake court shows. You mustn't allow yourself to be taken in by Mr. Wright's whimsical tales, Your Honor. I've read about it in various literature, you see. Oh, shut up. Oh my god, what a nerd. And they all say that time travel is just not logically feasible. Okay. Nerd. Shut up. No. Boo! Where's your whimsy? Where's your fun, Miles Edgeworth? Go drop your books in front of a jock, nerd. Where's your whimsy? Don't take everything so literal.
Maybe your argument was just a little too nonsensical, Nick.
Shut up, Maya. It was fun and whimsy. We need some fun and whimsy. Well, in that case, why don't we put common sense to the test? Excuse me. The wedding reception was held twice. The photos are proof of that. But it wasn't because of time travel. See, I actually don't believe in time travel. I was just messing with you to get you riled up. Because you won't give me flowers or take me on restaurant dates. It's simply because the reception had actually been held twice. Isn't that the most reasonable way to interpret the situation? Would you care to elaborate, Mr. Wright? If time travel doesn't exist, then there's only one way to make sense of what happened. Somebody must have orchestrated this strange phenomenon. And that somebody is... the gods! I didn't even see that. I was like, why are you guys saying the gods in the chat? I didn't even read these yet. The god. Okay. I'm going to save. Here, because we'll go back to it. I need to see. What? The gods is such a mysterious phenomenon. Can only have been caused by the gods themselves. I suppose the gods would be able to rewind time. Or make the wedding reception happen twice, wouldn't they? Indeed they would, Your Honor. In that case, Mr. Wright, not guilty. Please bring these gods here to testify before this court. Your Honor, they're gods, okay? And sure, they work in my law office. Their names are Apollo, and Athena. She's still here. She hasn't left yet. I can get you one god. That's a pretty unrealistic response, Judge. Yeah, come on. Maya? Asking Maya if she can bring the gods to the courtroom is the funniest thing ever. Maya, do you think you can maybe, like, channel the gods or something so they can testify? I love how him turning to Maya implies that he was 100% serious with this. He's like, yeah, it was the gods. They did this. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Not a chance. Everyone knows it's forbidden to channel the gods, Phoenix. You can't do that. It's like using blood magic. On behalf of the gods who can't be here today, please have some divine punishment. I knew I was reaching with that one. Guess I better come up with something more grounded next time. Okay. Let's go back. it was everyone at the reception. What if all the guests at the reception conspired together to hold the reception twice and keep quiet about it? Judge Loki cooked with that joke, he so did. What? And for what purpose would they conspire to do such a thing? Well, Yay, thank you. Oh my god. It's Herlock Sholmes? I don't know who this is. A brilliant deduction defense. Oh, it's Pierce. A brilliant deduction defense. I can tell that you are not a renowned lawyer for nothing. I must say I underestimated you. How so, Mr. Nickety? You have managed to name each event precisely as they happened. Okay, thanks. Thanks for confirming? You have revealed it all to the light of day. Then that means it was us. We orchestrated the whole thing. Yeah, right. This sounds like he's covering for the time travel because he doesn't want it to get out. He doesn't want it to get out that time travel is real. Yes, the reception was held twice. But not because of time travel, no. We simply held it a second time. What? Why? Why would you do such a thing? To make it as though the murder Miss Ellen committed never happened. So you admit. You admit you knew about the murder. Master Soren figured that if Miss Ellen, who killed Mr. Gloomsbury after the first reception, experienced the reception one more time, she would think it was all a dream. Pierce just like pulls out a gun. It was he who ordered us to make it happen. However, only a few, myself included, knew of Miss Ellen's crime. Are you saying most of the guests attended 2 receptions without knowing why? Indeed. They needed no reason. Master Soren told them to do it, and they did. That is the Sprocket way. Then who hid the body in the lantern? We did. We did not anticipate the petals finding their way in, nor the actions of Mr. Butts. And that's how you intended to cover the whole situation up. This incriminates, like, everyone. This is terrible reasoning. Yeah, it's rough. There is just one thing everyone here has wrong. The real scene of the murder was not the hold. It was the Vista deck. What? Then Miss Wyatt's recollection of the events must be correct. I admit we tried to cover this incident up. But the fact that Miss Ellen killed Mr. Gloomsbury is undeniable. Oh, this is quite a turn of events. You would say it's quite the turnabout. Who's laughing now? Yes. Oh, it's Edward. And so it appears we have arrived at the truth at last. I thought of saying that, throw up in my mouth. Why would you? I'm so sorry. No. Please do feel free to travel back in time, Mr. Wright, and attempt to do this trial over again. Go on. Let's not get hasty, Edgeworth. I bet you can't do it. Oh yeah, I bet I can. Just threw up on the girl I had over. She's leaving now. I bet I can't either. Your Honor, we will have to hold a separate trial for the cover-up conspiracy later. But as far as this case goes, I believe we are ready for your ruling. No.
Objection!
Just before the defendant lost consciousness during her attack, she says she saw someone strike the victim. It's possible that this third party is the true culprit.
Objection!
You still want us to believe the defendant's words. Perhaps you've lost more than your touch during your time abroad. This third person nonsense is nothing but rubbish, and you know it.
Objection!
But by the same token, how can we trust those who conspired and lied to fool this court of law? For all we know, they might still be hiding something. You never know when to quit, do you? That's my name, Phoenix. I don't know when to quit, right? Now, calm down, both of you. Stop it. In any case, there isn't enough trustworthy information yet for me to render a verdict. I suggest we continue the trial after both sides have investigated the matter further. Very well, Your Honor. Phew, that was close. Mr. Nickety, as for you and your cohort's attempt to cover up this crime, your case will be brought to a separate trial following the resolution of this current one. Understood, Your Honor. Well then, this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned.
Wowie, 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 wow. Back in the Write Anything agency office.
What a way to start it.
Well, gamers.
I'm predicting the end. You predicted correctly.
Bye! Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been fun. I'll be back again. Tomorrow's the 28th. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow.
With some more of Turnabout Time Traveler. I thought that, like, there was 2 receptions thing was gonna come up later. I did not expect it to be brought up in that trial. That was crazy.
Bye-bye! No problem! Bye, guys! I'll be back tomorrow!
Bye, guys.
Sending you guys off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye!